According to The Guardian, more than $2.5 billion have already been spent in this summer's transfer window in the top leagues in Europe. That's an astronomical number, and most clubs around Europe have strengthened significantly. Clubs like Arsenal and Tottenham have had big summers. Barcelona have managed big-name signings like it's not even a problem that they're more than $1 billion in debt. Hi guys, and welcome to Football Talk, where we bring you the latest news from the world of football. Today, we're going to be discussing the top 10 transfers in world football today. Except there's a catch. We're not just looking at the best players for each team, we're looking at the biggest names in world football. Truly world-class talents that have made moves this summer. These are big names in world football that have proven their talents across multiple seasons, and their talents are unquestionable. At number 10, Franck Kessie to Barcelona. Franck Kessie is a name that has not been very popular among most English football fans, but those that follow Serie A are fully aware of just how impressive Kessie has been since his return to Atalanta as part of Gasperini's revolution at Atalanta, helping the Italian team finish fourth in his first season in the first team. He was so impressive during his run that AC Milan signed him on a 2-year loan deal with an obligation to buy. His rise was slow and steady from that moment on, cementing himself as a mainstay in the Milan midfield, eventually becoming a fan favourite by the 2020-21 season. He scored 13 league goals that season, a personal best, and made 50 appearances. In 2021-22, he only improved on his previous showings and was an integral part of the Milan team that won the Scudetto. Leaving as a champion and joining arguably one of the two biggest clubs in the world as a seasoned performer at the age of 25. Number 9, Paul Pogba to Juventus. Paul Pogba is somewhat a mystery figure. To some, he's the perfect scapegoat. To others, he's a man with immense talent who Manchester United just never seem to be able to get the best out of. Both sides are right. He's been below average at United for sure, with just glimpses of his immense talent sprinkled in the occasional game here or there. But the second he drops the red to don the blue of the French national team, you see a world-class footballer once again. He was integral to France's success in the 2018 World Cup and their final run in 2016. And even in the Euros on 2020, they arguably just underperformed despite having a stacked squad. Our writer says it's because Giroud wasn't starting, but we'll never know the truth. Paul Pogba is an exceptional player, and at 29 he still has much more to give to the footballing world. Number 8, Koulibaly to Chelsea. Kalidou Koulibaly is a name that's been on the lips of many football fans around the world. His impressive showings at Napoli and on the Senegalese football team have people around the world fawning all over him. He's been linked to the biggest clubs in Europe year after year, and that is nothing but the highest compliment to a player of his level. All of Europe wants him. Nicknamed K2 and the Wall by his fans, his ability to tackle hard, and most impressively his speed and strength, have made him one of the most complete and best defenders in the world. In an era where defenders are becoming increasingly overshadowed by attacking talents, Koulibaly is arguably one of the only two defenders still regarded as the very best in the game, along with Van Dijk. Yes, there are other big names as well, including somebody on this list, but if we're talking about players playing at their peak right now, Koulibaly is definitely up there. Number 7, Sadio Mane to Bayern. Speaking of Senegalese world-class players, there's no bigger name in African football right now than Sadio Mane. Actually, no, that would be unfair. He's one of the two biggest names in African football right now, alongside former Reds teammate Mohamed Salah. Two of the most gifted wingers of the current generation. Mane has arguably been the player most crucial to Liverpool's recent success. He is powerful, he is very fast, an extraordinary dribbler, somebody who can shoot with both feet, a relentless worker, and an outstanding professional. He won the Africa Cup of Nations with Senegal and also ended this year as the winner of the African Player of the Year. His domestic season was no different. With 2 domestic cups secured by Liverpool, they lost to Manchester City on the last day of the Premier League before losing to Real Madrid in the final of the Champions League. A truly outstanding season with Mane, integral to Liverpool's success on all fronts. Number 6, De Ligt to Bayern. De Ligt has been a world-class centre-back for close to 4 years now, and the fact that he's still just 22 speaks volume of his ability as a defender. De Ligt is the first defender in world football to have won the Golden Boy Award in 2018 as a defender. He was one of the most expensive defenders of all time. To this day, only Harry Maguire cost more. Having played as an attacking midfielder in his youth, De Ligt is a unique defender who is lean rather than the traditionally stockier builds we're accustomed to. He also has the impressive ability to surge forward from the defense and start rapid attacks with his calmness on the ball and ability to pick out his man. His anticipation is also brilliant and allows him to stop pacey forwards before an attack even develops. And he has developed a knack for tackles in the box, where most defenders would give away penalties. De Ligt just robs you of the ball as you're bearing down on goal. His ability to play so well while also demonstrating his leadership skills at such a young age has made him an invaluable addition to any squad that has him. Number 5. Romelu Lukaku to Inter. If it weren't for Lukaku's disastrous season at Chelsea last year, we might all be looking at him as a completely different footballer. He's already scored more than 300 goals for club and country and is rightly aggrieved when strikers like Benzema, Lewandowski and Kane get more recognition than him. He is Belgium's all-time leading goalscorer and has proven time and time again that no matter where he is, having Lukaku on your team means you're going to get goals. His love for Chelsea may have been his downfall. Despite him having 2 stints at Chelsea, those have been his worst years as a striker in world football. But it's harsh to discredit his clear goal-scoring prowess, otherwise just because he doesn't fit into the Chelsea system. Lukaku is a powerhouse. He led Inter to a league title in his last year there under Conte. He's been an impressive target man his entire career with his hulking frame. He towers over most players regardless of the league he's in. At 6 feet 3 inches, his impressive frame comes with surprising speed as he bears down on goal in transitions, looking to play on the counter and being deceptively deft with his finishing. He is a masterful striker, and all football fans will be hoping to see him recapture his form back at Inter this season. Number 4. Dybala to Roma. Paulo Dybala's transfer to Roma is not just about a world-class player no longer wanted at his club and being told to leave. It's not a big transfer because somebody who was touted to be Lionel Messi's heir is now heading to a club in the Europa League. No, Dybala's transfer is huge because it speaks volumes for the pull of one of the greatest coaches in the game, Jose Mourinho. Football fans around the world can bet their hats on the fact that Mourinho might be making a comeback this season, and Paulo Dybala might just be the player to bring Mourinho back into the forefront of world football. All the naysayers and the critics who condemn Mourinho as an outcast among the elite coaches of today could yet be left to rue their words. Paulo Dybala is a household name in world football, a truly world-class player, left-footed, skillful, an elegant dribbler, a lethal free-kick taker, and overall attacking presence on any team. He joins Mourinho's Roma along with Gini Wijnaldum from PSG to bolster Roma's squad this season to help them push for a higher finish this year in the league and in the Europa League. With AC Milan letting go of Frank Kessie and renewing contracts for veterans like Ibrahimovic, Juventus losing Dybala and De Ligt and gaining Pogba, Napoli losing Koulibaly, Inter losing Perisic and Vidal and signing many new players. It just might be Roma's title to win should they manage to stabilise the ship and start this season on the front foot. Number 3. Raheem Sterling to Chelsea. Raheem Sterling at number 3? Going for a bit of that classic English bias here, are we? Well, not exactly. There are 2 reasons why Sterling ranks so high in the list above the likes of the players like Romelu Lukaku and Sadio Mane, and it's simple. He's still just 27 years old. Despite having played just 3 shy of 400 professional matches, Sterling is just entering his prime years as a footballer. And second, he's a serial winner. He's won the Premier League 4 times, won the FA Cup, the Community Shield, the EFL Cup, finished runners-up in the Champions League, the Euros in 2020, and many other individual accolades. Despite being a winger, he's already scored 173 goals for both club and country. His highest goal-scoring return was a 2019-20 season, where he scored 31 goals for Manchester City. He is a player that has thrived under Guardiola's leadership and has terrified defences all over the world. He is quick, like lightning quick, and can dribble past anybody. The fact that he's leaving for Chelsea at 27 means we could see him achieve even more before his career is over. Sterling is one to look out for this year. Number 2, Erling Haaland to City. Erling Haaland is without a doubt one of the biggest stars in the footballing world right now. With Messi and Ronaldo finally loosening their grip over the footballing world, it's time for the next generation of global superstars to take centre stage. And there is no bigger names in world football than Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland. With a monstrous goal-scoring record at every club he's played for, despite only recently turning 22 in July, Haaland has demonstrated he truly belongs at the biggest stages in world football. He has already scored 135 goals in 195 appearances at a rate faster than any other footballing prodigy his age. A recent study compared Haaland's goal-scoring feats at the age of 21 to 9 other great goal scorers around the world at his age, and he is leading by quite a bit. The closest player to his tally was Romelu Lukaku, who had played 63 games more at his age and scored 33 fewer goals. There is plenty for City fans to be excited about next season, and Haaland can truly dominate the sport of football for years to come if he continues like this. Number 1, Robert Lewandowski to Barcelona. Robert Lewandowski probably leads many people's list of the best players to never win the Ballon d'Or. He is Football Talk's biggest transfer of this year by a mile. Despite all the other world-class players mentioned in the list, Lewandowski has a table with the true elites of world football. He's scored 40-plus goals in each of the previous 7 seasons consecutively, with him bagging 48 goals in the 2021-22 season. That is a scary return for any elite-level footballer. Those are Messi, Ronaldo levels that Lewandowski has been hitting consistently each season. There's not much more you can say about him than that. Lionel Messi himself acknowledged that in the pandemic year, Lewandowski deserved the Ballon d'Or for his extraordinary season. The fact that he joins a Barcelona squad that seems to have no end to its pockets this year means we could have a very exciting La Liga race and Champions League next season with a rejuvenated Barcelona. It would not be a stretch to say that Lewandowski is the best footballer in the world right now, despite Karim Benzema's impressive season. Honourable mentions for today go to Calvin Phillips joining City, Sebastian Haller to Dortmund, Just Rafinha joining Barcelona, Antonio Rudiger to Madrid, and Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal.